Mr. Bugs, welcome to the show today. Holton, in the direct sales industry, you are quite frankly a legend. People have even referred to you as Michael Jordan of network marketing. Tell us a little bit about how and why you chose the industry.
I wouldn't classify myself as a legend, but I accept those compliments humbly. I started in this industry back in college. I grew up in a family of a single mother of three boys that she raised, and her biggest thing was to make sure that I went to college and got a good education and got a good job. And she was successful at doing that. I went off to college and started to study engineering. I had set my goals to become one of the world's greatest engineers. A college roommate introduced me to this industry of network marketing, and I'll never forget. I went to a meeting at a hotel, and I saw a presentation from a gentleman who was a retired pharmacist, and I couldn't believe that he was retired because of how young he was. And that was when I saw that this is what I wanted to do. Engineering put me in a fixed environment. There were going to be fixed hours. There was going to be a fixed salary. And there were going to be controls on my life that I really didn't want, but I would have accepted. I saw network marketing as the ultimate freedom tool that I could actually earn what I wanted to earn with no limitations and actually set my own hours, my own time, and enjoy my life the way I wanted to. And so that's how I got involved with network marketing.
This brings me to the ultimate question. Why organo gold? I mean, how did you get interested in coffee?
Well, it's quite ironic. I was never a coffee drinker before Organo Gold. I don't believe I'd ever had one full cup of coffee before Organo Gold. I had a good friend of mine to call me up, and he told me that he'd found what he believed was the greatest product that was ever designed for direct sales and network marketing. And I was wondering what this product was. He never would share it with me until I kind of pressed on him a little bit. And I found out that it was coffee. And it was a letdown for me because I wasn't a coffee drinker. So I thought I could not participate with this particular company because how could I sell something that I don't consume myself? And then I actually read a quote from Warren Buffett. And that quote said, "Things that you like, make them your hobby. But things that the world like, make it your business." And that is when I accepted that I could actually participate with Organo Gold. And I knew that this could be a pretty big business.
Well, I understand that one of the people you sent it to was your mother-in-law. Is she a business analyst?
You know what? It's actually quite the opposite. And that's what really inspired me. My mother-in-law's never made more than $1,500 per month in their entire life. And so when I sent the coffee to her and she shared the coffee, and within 48 hours, she had actually had customers and people who wanted to buy coffee. I never told her this was network marketing. I never told her it was Organo Gold. I never told her anything. I just wanted her to try the coffee and tell me what she thought about the taste and how it made her feel. And here it was, she's got customers and wanted to buy more coffee, and she'd sold 4 boxes of it. And that let me know that I did not need a business analyst. I didn't need someone with a strong business education or experience in sales in order to succeed with this product. And so her response to me was confirmation that this was a business for the masses.
I love your mother-in-law. I'd like to meet her.
Yeah, she's quite a lady.
Well, why did you choose network marketing as your distribution model?
Network marketing as a distribution channel is, I believe, the best distribution channel for any product or service to get it out in the masses with the least amount of expense. For example, Susan, if you take a product like, let's just say Jordan's tennis shoes, they're a very famous tennis shoe. And I remember looking at a study at one point in time where the manufacturing cost was somewhere around $27 for them to manufacture those tennis shoes. But what happens is there's a manufacturing facility that makes the tennis shoe. And from that manufacturer, they will produce it and they will actually have trucks back up to their warehouse and they ship it out to what we call national distributors. But by the time that national distributor gets it, there's a percentage of markup. That national distributor will now take it and distribute it to a regional distributor. The regional distributor will take it and ship it to a local distributor. The local distributor will now take it and actually put it in retail stores. And then the final end of that chain will be us, the consumer. Well, the big part about that process is from every time that product changes hands, there's a percentage of markup called profit. What network marketing allows, it allows the manufacturer to now ship that product directly to our customer. But because we were the ones, the distributor in Organo Gold, to actually direct that product or that sale, all of that markup becomes commissions for us and commissions for the distributor. That's why network marketing, I believe, is the best channel to distribute any product.
Well, let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll learn about the history of the company, its focus on the multi-billion-dollar coffee market, and his plans to take the company to the next level.
One of my favorite things about the OG opportunity is that you can do the business everywhere that the company is doing business. It's the system that builds the business.
So to me, the lifestyle Organo Go is freedom.
The young lady asked me what I did. I said coffee, and her eyes lit up.
It's absolutely the most consumed beverage on the planet.
As soon as you said coffee and opportunity, it made complete sense. All of a sudden, we replaced my income. And it was like, it's a lot easier to serve coffee than dig ditches.
We see Starbucks everywhere now. So wouldn't this be your ultimate competition?
It's quite the contrary. I believe Starbucks is our biggest ally. Starbucks really made it socially acceptable for people to go out and spend $3, $4, sometimes even $5 for one cup of coffee. Never before was that the case. But right after Starbucks, you saw the companies start to get involved, and the gourmet coffee industry now is accepted at a price point that's far greater than what we even sell our coffee. And so I'm grateful for Starbucks and all of the other coffee retailers out there who've actually grown a big business, and I wish them even more success.
That's interesting. How big do you think this market can get?
Well, coffee is a global market. There's not one country that doesn't have coffee consumers. And so the world is our marketplace. When you look at the coffee industry today, it's the second largest traded commodity on Wall Street besides oil. And so I believe coffee really is limitless. And so I wouldn't put a cap on it whatsoever. But Organo Gold's, our goal is just to capture 1% of that coffee industry. And so that's really what we're looking forward to.
It's not only Starbucks, right? I mean, we see coffee everywhere, McDonald's and Subway.
Starbucks, I believe, initiated what's happening right now. And then you had companies like McDonald's who actually took McCafe and revolutionized their entire business model with that particular brand. Most recently, Burger King got involved in the coffee industry right behind McDonald's and created the Iced Mocha. And then they just recently acquired, along with Warren Buffett, for $11.4 billion, a company called Tim Hortons Coffee. That's huge. One of the biggest acquisitions that I'm familiar with in the coffee industry. Companies like Dunkin' Donuts that had a logo of a donut before, but if you look at their logo now, it's a cup of coffee because they understand the profitability that's in one cup of coffee as opposed to just donuts alone. Companies out there like Subway, who now open up early in the morning. It's not because people want a foot-long sandwich at 7 a.m. It's they want coffee. And Subway now sells coffee early in the morning. And so coffee is absolutely everywhere. So it's a limitless opportunity.
Now, is this traditional brewed coffee like I would buy at the store?
Traditional brewed coffee, it has its place. It's not one of the fastest growing arenas in the coffee industry today. What Organo Gold has done is we've tapped into an arena of where it's moving towards. The area that we've tapped into is growing by 20% per year. It's the single serve market. Do we have brewed coffee? Of course we do. We have what we call our brew cups, which is endorsed by Greg Norman. But we also have our single serve sachets, which is our leading method of actually serving our coffee. What you're enjoying right now is a latte. It's all in one package. The cream, the sugar, the coffee is all in one pack.
Coffee, cream, and sugar all in one?
All in our latte. You add 8 ounces of water or 10 ounces based on how strong you like it. Stir and enjoy. And so coffee today is transportable. It's more personalized today. And Organo Gold is leading the charge in this method of delivering great tasting coffee.
How do you differentiate Organo Gold's coffee from other coffee products that you see on the market? I mean, what makes this coffee different than the McDonald's and the Dunkin' Donuts, etc.?
Well, there's several things that differentiate our coffee from a Dunkin' Donuts or a McDonald's or a Starbucks. Well, first of all, Our coffee is personalized. Typically, when a person consumes our coffee, it's come from a friend, someone that they know who's introduced this to them. And what I found is that people are more likely to consume a product that comes from someone that they know, like, and trust than just buying it off of the regular shelf. The second part that makes our coffee different is an ingredient called Ganoderma. It's the reishi mushroom that's grown over in China, has over 4,000 years of history. If you ever research it and take a look at Ganoderma, it's got some amazing properties. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, so I couldn't give you any clinical studies or give you any guarantees of what a product like that would do for you. But what I have found is that Ganoderma allows the body to perform the way that it was designed to perform. My energy levels are much better. Now my sleep is absolutely incredible that I've been consuming Ganoderma in our products. And so what we've been able to do is infuse this particular herb into gourmet coffee without being able to see it, without being able to taste it, without being able to smell it. And so when people drink our coffee, all they're drinking is a gourmet taste of coffee, but the health, we hid it inside of the habit.
Interesting. You mentioned ingredients. Talking and speaking of ingredients, we all know that quality ingredients are essential for consumers. So how does your company ensure that quality is maintained now and in the future?
Well, that's one of the most important things about a consumable such as coffee and our Ganoderma. What Organo Gold has done is we have partnered with the leading Ganoderma expert in all of China. And the standards that they have actually set are the standards by which any Ganoderma company must abide by when they're producing Ganoderma products.
Is coffee the only product that Organo Gold sells?
No, what we've actually done in Organo Gold is we've been able to produce and manufacture products that are highly consumable products, and we infuse the Ganoderma in all of those products. Coffee is what we started with. We started with our black coffee, and then we introduced our gourmet latte, which both you and I are drinking right now. We introduced the mocha, and then we went into hot chocolate, which is just like drinking a liquid dessert when you taste it. Our green tea that we have, even our red tea that we have, we've recently introduced what's called a black tea, and it's an ice cold tea that you can drink as well. We've got things such as toothpaste or soap that we have that is a big home run. And so many products that we have in Organo Gold are major hits, and we will be actually developing and manufacturing more products to come as well.
Well, let's take a break, maybe finish our coffee.
Absolutely.
And when we come back, we'll learn a little bit about the leadership, the management team, and what the future holds for Organo Gold.
I'm an absolute coffee connoisseur. I love good, high quality coffee. And my favorite combination that we have is the Royal Brew Cup. And I like to add the Cafe Supreme in it for some additional flavor. It's absolutely a home run cup of coffee.
I love the mocha. You know that the mocha to me is the best. The flavor is amazing.
I call it a Snickers in a cup.
I love it.
So now my favorite is the King of Coffee, and I add a little butter pecan creamer to it.
There is no learning curve with coffee. They just seem to get it.
Even the word itself, when you go to a restaurant and you say, hey, can I order coffee? And you don't speak the language, everyone knows what that is.
And I love the fact that it's a consumable product that people use every day. And I haven't had to train not one single person how to drink it.
When your residual income is tied to reordering coffee, no brainer.
Welcome back. We've been talking to Holton Buggs, the Executive Vice President of International Sales for Organo Gold. And we all know of the key factors to any successful company is leadership. What can you tell us about Organo Gold's management team?
The